All right, bitter cold to start the day today, and then let's talk about some fresh snow.
Yeah, and Amanda's not thrilled about the prospects of a snowy drive home.
It's just that commute.
The
It's
timing is always the challenge.
It does feel like we've had several of these starting during the evening type events.
Yeah, well,
we've had plenty.
Fortunately, it's not going to be that cold after the storm, though. Okay. So Wednesday, we're back up into the 40s. So, and I hesitate to even really call it a storm. It's just a round of snow, really, that's going to move through tomorrow evening. And it will be inconvenient if you have to travel tomorrow evening, that's for sure. Out there now, it is cold. Teens up north, lower to mid-20s to the south. High pressure is basically right overhead. So we have a cold night tonight. And there isn't really an organized system to our south. It's just going to travel along the boundary between cold air and mild air that's going to try to come up from the south tomorrow. And it will have some success getting in here by Wednesday. If the winds lighten up tonight, we could drop to as low as 8 in Portland, 2 in Bangor. If it stays a little breezy, it won't be quite this cold. But either way, it is a cold night. And then temperatures rise during the day tomorrow as we have a little sun in the morning. We'll get into the mid-30s. Clouds thicken up from southwest to northeast during the afternoon. And here's 3 o'clock. By that point, it's snowing over southern New Hampshire. But it will be a wetter snow. Temperatures may start near or even above freezing and then cool as the evening goes along. So by 6 or 7, this is spreading into Lewiston and Augusta. Waterville, around 7 or 8 o'clock, it begins there. Snowing at a decent clip here through the early and mid-evening. I don't think it ever comes down super heavy, but it will be steady for at least a few hours. So roads will get greasy tomorrow night for sure. There could even be a little change to rain that happens down on the seacoast and maybe a little rain that mixes in York and Kittery. More likely to just be a wet snow. We haven't had too many systems with temps around 30 as it's snowing. This does get out of here late tomorrow night, and by daybreak on Wednesday, you can shovel, plow, and pretty much go about your day after that. 2 to 5 inches of snow, pretty broad range. I think 2 to 4 covers most of us, but there could be an isolated 5, and then lesser amounts farther north, farther away from the system. So this zips out of here. By noon on Wednesday, we're sunny. Temps that make it back into the 40s. So if you do scrape down the driveway and there's a little left, probably melts away Wednesday afternoon. Late this week, we have kind of a clash setting up. It will be mild Wednesday and on Thursday, and then this backdoor front comes south Thursday night into Friday because of strong high pressure building south out of Canada. This will send in colder air on Friday while warmer air tries to come up from the south, and this likely means at least a light mix of some snow and perhaps sleet and a little freezing rain in spots. Doesn't look like a big storm on Friday, but it does look colder. Then this gets out of here, and it's likely still cold on Saturday morning, so there could be some icy spots from a little freezing drizzle. And then the second half of the weekend, it looks like we get back into milder air in a big way. And early next week, the first widespread 50s look possible too. Tomorrow sees 4 to 6 feet with a southwest wind 10 to 20 knots on the water. So we have sunshine to start tomorrow, then clouds roll in, snow developing late afternoon and tomorrow evening. It's gone by Wednesday, and Wednesday actually looks mostly sunny with temps rising into the mid and upper 40s. Still in the 40s for most of us on Thursday, and then colder Friday. It looks like we climb out of that cold over the weekend and could be up into the 50s Sunday or Monday.
Okay.
You like that better, Miss Hill?
True, fair.
You know, I was saying to Brian, I obviously am a snow lover. I like to snowmobile, but if we're getting snow and then it's warm, there's no point in getting the snow.
Right.
I hear you.
Let's just warm up.
All right, Brian, thank you.
You're welcome.